Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. You're watching Arsenal Hong Kong and this is the daily news video that I'm going to be making. Now, of course, I know I haven't been very daily, of course, but today I'm going to be, and every day I'm planning to make a daily video based on just any Arsenal news, to be honest, and this one's a pretty interesting topic, so let's get straight into this, guys. So this is gonna be about Nicolas Pepe today, and the question is, as you can tell from the title, does he really fit in the Arsenal team? And there have been a few reports of people and people's perspectives that they don't see Pepe as a player that fits in the Arsenal team, unfortunately. So let's get straight into the video, guys. So people have been thinking that the record signing, of course, of Arsenal, worth 72 millions, Ivory Coast International, Nicolas Pepe, moving out from Ligue 1 last season, going in the Premier League, which is a huge difference, of course, with the French league, Liga, and then now a commentator, a very famous one, by the way, very famous person, Alan Smith, you guys probably know him, he's explained, he's told the media why Arsenal's player Nicolas Pepe has been a problem for Mikel Arteta. Now you guys probably know most of the reasons, but here are the reasons why. So, of course, despite moments of brilliance, Nicolas Pepe has only scored 9 goals in 51 appearances for Arsenal and is still struggling to cement a place in Arsenal's starting XI. Arsenal hero Smith, of course Alan Smith, you guys know him, believes his former club paid way too much money for Pepe and says the 72 million man is a problem for Arteta. Now I agree with this, he was way too much. If we paid him for 40 million, I think I would agree with his performance right now, but as I've said in every player ratings, he needs to step up. Now against Dundalk, you guys probably know I didn't get to record player ratings for this. Maybe I will, you guys will have to see, but I didn't get to record. And yes, against Dundalk, what a goal, but his first half was absolutely shocking. It was shocking, and I was pretty disappointed, actually. He didn't play very well. I think it was worth way too much. And this season, everyone was expecting him to be really a step up, but this season, right now, well, from what I'm seeing, still the same old Pepe from last season. And I'm fed up. All Arsenal fans are fed up. They were expecting probably one of the better players in the Premier League. There's a big task in his hands, and I think we paid too much. I think that is one of the reasons why Pepe is a problem. And then it's the second problem, of course, I've mentioned it, pressure. There's so much pressure, of course. You're the club record signing of a team, Arsenal. The Arsenal's record signing. Imagine, guys, being Arsenal's record signing. Arsenal, okay, I'm going to be honest, right now not as good, but before, just the history of Arsenal. And now Pepe, imagine the task he has, all the pressure he has. He's thinking of that right now. He's the record signing for Arsenal, of the whole Arsenal. And think of it, 72 million is a lot. So yes, there's a lot of pressure for sure. But I think that is not one of the main reasons why. People are thinking that is the main reason why, though. I don't know, to be honest. I don't know, but I think there's still a bit of pressure for him. I think that is one of the reasons. Yes, and of course, third of all, I think his arriving in the Premier League, it hasn't been very bright. Of course, changing leagues, as I've already mentioned, it's very hard for sure, and it's a huge step up. Ligue 1, French league. The way to get into French league is way easier than the way to get in English league, and I think I got to give credit to the Premier League. It's the best league in the world, and compared to league, the French league, it's probably the 5th best league in the world, all behind all the top 5 league. I think it's the worst out of the top 5. But yeah, still very good, but still some clubs, compared to Premier League, I think everyone in the Premier League personally is the best, like really good. Pepe, of course, has largely overwhelmed since arriving in the Premier League, and it's been very hard to change from living in France and to England, and I understand. but the expectations are still very high for him. He, of course, now let's come back to Alan Smith, and he has said that he said he was hoping in his second season that he would kick on and step up, as I've said, and then he said also, clearly Arsenal paid far too much money for him, and I agree with that too. Willian has been brought who can play on the right hand side, although he's been a much different player, but much more reliable. Now this is also one of my reasons why, the fourth reason I think. Willian, that's our only replacement. Nelson has been outstanding against Dundalk, but I still don't think he's the solution. Look, after Pepe, he hasn't been that good. We've paid 72 million, and he's starting. And Willian is starting a Chelsea reject, who's at 31, is starting ahead of 26-year-old Nicolas Pepe. Come on, I mean, look. He's just not reliable, Pepe, right now, to be honest. And Willian is starting ahead of him. And I think one of the reasons why, as I've said, relating to the reason, I think is just Willian is not good enough. He's a reject. He just doesn't have the skills. He's just an average player. He's not going to make the difference. Pepe could still make the difference. He's just not being good enough. That's the reason why. That is my fourth reason. That's Alan Smith. I totally agree with what he has said. And he also said, Alan Smith, coming back to him, he's also said that we've seen in little glimpses that Pepe can be exciting. You know, some of the goals he's been scoring has been outstanding, but it's just the overall performance has to definitely improve. He's also said that he could change a game. He could change a whole game. I agree with that. He says, however, he's got to bring more consistency into his game, and I just hope that it can happen in an Arsenal shirt, not when he leaves. I really hope not. He leaves and becomes a flop at Arsenal, especially for the price we bought him for. Alan Smith also insisted that Arsenal are moving in the right direction under Arteta. The Arteta era, obviously, we know about it. I might make a video on this. Who replaced Unai back in December. The Gunners only finished 8th last season, but ended the campaign on the high after beating Chelsea in the FA Cup and Liverpool in the Community Shield. He's also said, I think it has been positive. Mikel has obviously come into club, and there's been a lot that needed changing. The culture, the attitude of the players, of course, the mindset, the mentality, toughness and the steel, the toughness, the standards have improved in training and, of course, on the match day in the game. He's heading in the right direction. It is not a short fix, and obviously some of the results don't show the progress, but as I say, he is definitely moving in the right direction. I'm mentioning a bit about Arteta here, how he can change the whole team, and I personally think I think Arteta, as a young coach, I respect him, but unfortunately, I still think there's some critical things that I'm going to be a bit critical, but he's not good enough right now, and he has to improve. There's just, in the Arsenal team right now, there's just no one. You're just lacking a player. You can tell there's a player lacking, and the mentality is a bit gone down. The mentality of winning back, the mentality of not having our heads down is still at the top, of course, has definitely improved. The players have all improved, but now it's all based on Arteta. If he thinks losing to Man City, if he thinks losing to Leicester 1-0 is good enough, I'm sorry, but I think in a year you're going to be sacked. But he's still very young. I think we're going to be giving his time, and the way he's heading is very good. I think it's just based on the January transfer window, because I definitely think we missed someone in the summer transfer window. That is the talk about Pepe and the Arteta era today. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, also comment down below what you think about Pepe, whether or not he's going to be a flop. Also happy Halloween, guys. I completely forgot to mention about that. And this was Arsenal HK, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.